just fixed a leak in the drip system, and then I came round to another part of the garden, which was covered in rocks, and I noticed this. So what is it, a giant ant's nest? No, I think it's another leak. The black PVC hose is just splitting and leaking. So I'll be digging it up today. Alright, so along with everything you see on the table here, I've also got knee pads on, so I can be on the ground and not kill myself in the gravel, or at least my knees. So there's a couple of repair couplings, some more of the black, horrible black tubing that I hate so much that splits. I'm sure that's what's happened to this one. Petroleum jelly, yes, that gets this stuff together so it goes together fairly easily. Secateurs to cut this stuff, and this stuff that's in the ground, shovel, and a rake to rake all the rocks back. Oh, that's interesting. Electrical cable. They put the electrical cable in with the drip line. So it's in here somewhere. Don't see a hole. I'm going to have to turn the system on and see what's going on. Right, so this is the valve that turns it on. It's electrically operated, so it's on a timer, but it has this handy little valve on the side, so I can flip that sucker on and just make the system run. So let's turn it on. Let's see if we find a hole. I can hear it bubbling in other places. There it is, there's the water coming up. So that took it quite a while. So it came up, it's coming up right here. So that's the source of it, a little spring, if you will. Okay. Yeah, so the hole it dug is quite deep. I mean, you can lose the little shovel down now. I'm going to have to rake the rock back a bit more here. Give myself some room. I'm going to have to dig a big hole, I think. I can't even find the source yet. Okay, so I think I have enough of the pipe exposed here. So I need to replace about a 2-foot length. Have somewhere to put the dirt that's not on top of the rocks. That's why I rake the rocks back. So I'm going to replace the dirt and then put the rocks over the top. And it looks like I've got enough room to work. Maybe. Yeah, I know the exposure's a bit dark, but I'm going to see if we can show you how this stuff's, the tubing splits and leaks. It's like they're split. The helicopter's leaving. Okay, so I'm going to cut out about a 2-foot section of this, because you got to cut about 2 feet of it out so that you can actually get the new section in. Yeah. And about here. Yeah, maybe that's 1.5 feet. Length is going. They need to just about touch. Okay, it's pretty hard to see, but there's the split right there. And it's an axial split. This is how they always fail. I'll squeeze it a bit more. Maybe it'll be a bit more obvious. That's it, that's what's making that gusher, and that's what fails. Alright, so I've made a little discovery over the years, bit of Vaseline. Just wipe it around both ends, and then when I get to the hole I'll wipe it around both ends of the other hole, but it's much easier to do as much as you can out of the hole. Put it back on. Now I've got to push this about halfway on, so it'll be to about where my thumbnail is there. This goes on half, it doesn't matter which end you put on. Trying to do it. There you go, it's on. Same this end. Measure about halfway. Right, it's got to go to there. Squeeze it on. Yeah. Vaseline makes this job much easier. It's much better than dunking it in boiling water, which was the other method recommended, because that softens up the tubing. But this seems to work a treat, and it doesn't come undone. Okay, I need to wipe the end of the pipe off in the ground. It is a bit mud covered. That will help things seal up a bit better. So, see if this paper towel will work. Just need to wipe off about an inch at the end. Yeah, see, that's pretty close. Try not to get any mud down the hole. Okay, then we apply the petroleum jelly. The water in the hole isn't helping here. Of course, we're on clay, so it just doesn't drain. It's useless, this soil. It's buggering up our foundations and everything. Right, I'm going to push it in. It should, 2 bits of pipe should hit. Come on, kid. There we go. Okay, I'm looking at this end. This is why you need that flexibility, and I'll probably cut it a bit short because you've got to bend this up and shove it on. But there we go. But giving it a bit of compression pressure like that kind of helps it a bit. Helps it all seal. Right. And prevents them from pulling out. Okay, let's pressurize it and see if it works. Okay, the pressure is now on. I can hear the stuff going. The pipe is good. The end fittings are not leaking. Right, what I've got to do now is fill it all back in, put the rocks over, and we're done. Wasn't that easy?